Kurumjay, a very good afternoon. You are watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Biased security personnel must be held accountable irrespective of political affiliations to prevent future problems, says RPI National Secretary Maheshwar Thangnaucham. Kokomi alleges proxy war after 6 Meitei houses torched again near Leimakong Army Camp. FNCC urges strict action against perpetrators. And National People's Women's Front says torching of 6 Meitei houses at Kanto Sabal cannot be ignored. Calls incident a major security failure. And now the top stories. Republican Party of India Athwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thangnaucham has warned that failure to penalize biased security forces could lead to future fallouts. Speaking during a ground assessment visit to Kanto Sabal in Imphal West District, where approximately 6 Meitei residences were reportedly set ablaze by Kuki miscreants, Maheshwar Thangnaucham strongly condemned the 18th Battalion Punjab Regiment stationed nearby for failing to provide satisfactory explanation for the incident. After personnel failed to give a proper response, the RPI leader contacted Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment Ramdas Athwale, who assured him that necessary measures should be initiated regarding the matter. Maheshwar further criticized the central forces for showing utter disregard towards public representatives. He noted that the top commanding officials ignored a meeting request from Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomcha Bimola Koijam and also treated a subsequent phone call from Minister Athwale with casual indifference. Terming this behavior an insult to the people of Manipur, he stated that such dismissive conduct would never be displayed towards lawmakers from other states. He questioned how Meitei homes could be torched right in front of the regiment during a Kuki rally. He also alleged that when the locals pleaded for help, the security forces turned on the victims with tear gas and smoke bombs. Maheshwar Thangnaucham demanded immediate and stringent punishment for the personnel involved.
भारत की यूनियन मिनिस्टर अमना पार्टी अखोइगी कई हाइतोइनो आरपीआई की प्रेसिडेंट ओरिबा रामदास अथवाले न मसामक फोन पाइरगा वारी छनगे तो गातंग थोलो हाइबा मतमदा मखोइ याम लाइथोना उसितबगी टाइप तौबा हाइबसे सेसेना अखोइ मणिपुर से मखोइ उसित्रेना ताकपनी अखोइगी मखोइ अखोइबु कन्वीनियन लाइबा कांगु सिंगसे मखोइना चपचाबा ड्यूटी तौरक्तबा मिचंग मिखाइ नाइबा म चंगबा अमा यावबसे मखोइसु पारा तंबीबा म चंगबरा हाइबसे अखोइ खले अदुना पारा फजना तंबीबा ताबनी अदुसे अचौबा कॉन्स्पिरेसी अमा लैग्रे अखोइ नसी हाइबा मतमदा मयाम निंगसंग बिरन लीगल नोटिस हाजलकनी अमा हाइगदा अखोइ अदुना एनी थाजन हो अखोइना अखोइ तुमिन लेबा यादे एनी अखोइ नमधनबा तौरक्सु अखोइ हुजिक थेंगनबा ताबनी मखोइदा पारा अमा तंबी हौद्रगदी हयें तुंगी युंबिरोनगी दमक्ता अचौबा अकाइबम लाकनी नो हुजिक अखोइदा प्रेजेंस दा थोइबा थबकसे अखोइना अखोइ पारा अमा अचौबम तंबी हौगदबने से हाइजरिमे.
Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, Kokomi, has reacted sharply to the torching of 6 abandoned houses near Leimakong Army Camp. Kokomi termed the incident a deliberate attempt to give a dangerous new dimension to the ongoing crisis, alleging that it is a part of a larger proxy war. It stated that the incident took place when a mob exploited a protest in front of the camp where the attackers infiltrated the area and set fire to vacant houses belonging to the Meitei community. Sekmai MLA Haikam Dingo strongly condemned the incident, stating that the destruction was a direct result of the army's sheer negligence. He urged the state government to take the matter seriously and fix strict accountability on the personnel who failed to discharge their duties. Demanding swift and uncompromising action, Kokomi stated that mere arrest of the suspects by the police is insufficient and called for rigorous interrogation to uncover who instigated the attack. They also questioned how the attackers breached the perimeter despite heavy security. Local bodies raised serious questions about the operational conduct of the central forces, alleging that they remained passive onlookers as the houses burned, warning that such security lapses have completely eroded the indigenous population's trust in central deployment. Kokomi urged the Manipur government not to dismiss the incident as an isolated clash. Kokomi further demanded an immediate high-level inquiry to expose the complete sequence of events. Foothills Naga Coordination Committee (FNCC) has strongly condemned the July 11 attack at Laimakong, Chingmang and Kanto Sabal, in which 6 houses belonging to Naga and Meitei families were allegedly set on fire. According to the committee, the attackers also looted and occupied Cornerstone Mission School and Hope International School, causing extensive damage and disrupting educational institutions serving local children. In its press statement, FNCC also expressed shock over the recent killing of the founder and the principal of Hope International School, Dr. Manu. The committee alleged that the perpetrators vandalized and looted the school after his death, causing losses worth crores of rupees. It described the attacks on civilians, homes and educational institutions as criminal acts and called for those responsible to be brought to justice. The committee further questioned how the incident could occur near the 57 Mountain Division at Laimakong and in the presence of personnel of CRPF and Punjab Regiment. FNCC urged the government of Manipur, Ministry of Home Affairs and security agencies to restore law and order, ensure safety of all communities and conduct a prompt investigation to identify and prosecute those responsible. The committee also expressed solidarity with the affected families and reiterated that lasting peace depends on justice, accountability and the rule of law. National People's Women's Front (NPWF) has strongly condemned the torching of 6 Meitei houses by Kuki miscreants at Kanto Sabal. The front termed the incident a major failure on the part of the Indian Army and declared that the matter cannot be taken lightly. Addressing a press conference today at NPWF office Manipuri, State President Nonibala Sapam stated that the arson took place right under the nose of the Indian Army. According to Nonibala, this clearly indicates that the deployed security personnel failed to discharge their duties effectively. She pointed out that an incident in a remote area with insufficient security might be understood differently. However, yesterday's arson was carried out in broad daylight in the immediate presence of the army. Furthermore, she stated that the security forces, instead of apprehending the law breakers, they carried out the physical assault and fired numerous tear gas shells upon the locals who rushed to save the burning houses. She also recalled a past incident from May 29, 2023, when Kuki miscreants began torching Meitei houses at Laimakong, Chingmang. She claimed that the Indian Army had similarly told the residents to abandon their homes and flee at that time. The NPWF president announced that they will submit a memorandum to the Home Minister demanding that the current army barricade point at Kanto Sabal be shifted 100 meters further towards Laimakong side and be jointly manned alongside state forces.
May date 3 dagi moise kaimta tawdana Kuki singa army ki kemta Kuki ga moiga phaminaraga wari si saraga noi kaishu tawroi pochai hondokanu adum laiminau hai aduga date 29 da mai thaba horakani hai mai thaba horakasi daisida army singduna kumdara aga akoi noi kanba ngamaroi noi chelo haibani haibasima yam nungaidana thamai aduga moina hairapasi madudai du da laiba army singsi pukhapigro 100 meters muk mathakta aduga adugi mafam to the state forces thambiu haibasima khoi da thamai sigi se khoi national people's women front ki taraf tagi akoi home minister unaraga khoi sigi wapam se thamjarani adum hairaga koi ngarang ki thoktok si yam nuai tabi incident ni.
Janata Dal United Manipur State Unit has lodged a formal objection with the Electoral Registration Officer ERO Bishnupur, alleging serious irregularities in the draft electoral roll of polling station number 26/36 on the 26 Bishnupur Assembly constituency during the Special Intensive Revision SIR. In a representation submitted on July 11, JDU Vice President Oinam Nabakishore alleged that the booth-level officer, in collusion with the BJP's booth-level agent BLA and party workers, retained the names of at least 28 persons who are no longer ordinary residents of Ward Number 7, Ningthau. He said this was done despite objections raised by the BLAs of JDU and the Indian National Congress INC. The memorandum lists the names of the voters and states that they had either shifted their residence or were residing elsewhere after marriage. The party has requested the ERO to delete the names of the 28 voters from the electoral roll, stating that they are not eligible to remain enrolled in polling station number 26/36. It has also sought disciplinary action against the concerned BLO for alleged dereliction of duty and claimed that similar discrepancies may exist in the remaining polling stations of 26 Bishnupur Assembly constituency. The JDU further urged the ERO to immediately independently examine all claims and objections and to provide all the political parties an opportunity to be heard before the publication of the final electoral rolls. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences Imphal has received approval from the National Medical Commission NMC to increase its annual MBBS intake from 125 to 150 seats for the academic year 2026-27, marking a significant boost to medical education in the northeastern region. In another major development, the National Dental Commission NDC has granted permission to start Master of Dental Surgery MDS courses at the Dental College RIMS from the same academic year. The MDS programs will be introduced in 6 specialties, which include oral and maxillofacial pathology and oral microbiology, periodontology, orthodontics and dentofacial orthopedics, conservative dentistry and endodontics, oral and maxillofacial surgery and prosthodontics, and crown and bridge, with 3 seats each. The press release issued by RIMS Media Cell stated that these approvals will strengthen medical and dental education, expand specialist healthcare services, and help produce more skilled healthcare professionals for Manipur, the northeastern region, and the nation. And now, before we move on to other news, let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Akoi rice, akoi agro mining associates na miyam gi dama amuka su phanganjare fortified rice haplaba cheng, akoi fortified added rice. Season abiu kana balobiu miron mimama amadi punung da leriba angang dagi na chawrak laba phawbada masa sondam nadamba mahi masing da puning changdaba chawdam thinba brain sonba na chingba kaya ohelakpa yabadagi ngakthokpa ngamba makup ta na sugairaba cheng da micronutrients haptuna amuk chengi mawong matawga chak manana semlaba cheng makhal amani fortified rice. Akoi fortified added rice asi fasaina su ayaba piraba Bharat Sarkar na ICDS napsa midday meal na chingba scheme kayada fortified rice haptuna miyam da phanganbagum chap manana phanganjari bani masida iron folic acid vitamin B12 na chingba machal suna yauri atopa lamga changdam na duna quality leina puthoklaba hekta makthongduna saba yaraba chengi akoi fortified added rice season abiu akoi fortified added rice.
Baikotana piri maruchik patin sing dagi ngakthok patanatana atopa kanaba sing kudamoina pambi singbu marahena sathanba amasung phau pambi singbu masahena pokhanduna phauthok asuki matik lahele matam sangna tin tahande hanjan hidak sajana bagi mathau tahande buyers ke baikota lau balomi singda thajabaga loinana hena saukhat halle amasung lomi singda akiba amata lahende Bayer Council Active asi phauthaba singkhak ki ngakthongnaba semani amasung hidak asina napi makal khudimak manghan bangami sumna tangi phauhin khraba natraga lingkhraba matung numit nipani dagina 12 fawbagi manungda sizinabigedabani khwaidagi sathiba napi makal khudimak pusu manghan bangami maram asina khuleng nepigi sading hanthali loinana adongi senthok hengat halle lomi singi damakta di Bayers Council Active na khwaidagi faraba pambaidi.
Welcome back. You're watching Afternoon English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Anal Langril Tangpi ALT Chakpi Karong branch has expressed deep concern over the substandard construction of the local community health center in Chandal district. During a recent physical inspection, representatives from the organization discovered major structural deficiencies, including cracked walls, water leakages, poor finishing, substandard workmanship and broken drainage systems. The ALT emphasized that the building must strictly adhere to official engineering standards as a vital public facility meant to deliver essential healthcare. They noted that such poor execution compromises the safety of patients and medical staff, misuses public funds and severely erodes public trust. The organization calls upon the contractors, supervisors and relevant government departments to immediately commission a comprehensive technical inspection by an independent qualified team to rectify all defects. They further urged the authorities to launch an impartial inquiry to penalize negligent contractors, consultants or officials while demanding stricter monitoring mechanism to ensure future public infrastructure projects are built to last. Wide angle with support from Child Rights and You, in short CRI, successfully organized the Know Your Village Exposure Tour program today. According to a press release, the tour, flagged off by Wide Angle Secretary Montu Ahantem, provided children with an inspiring educational experience aimed at fostering awareness of Manipur's rich cultural heritage, biodiversity and environmental conservation. As a part of the program, 230 children from 9 villages, including Hainabok, Ngairembam Makha, Ngairembam Awang, Ngairembam Maning, Tharojam, Salam, Yurembam Awang, Yurembam Mayai Lekai and Maklang visited the Kangla Fort, the Manipur State Museum and the Manipur Geological Garden. The press release added that the exposure tour was designed to offer experiential learning opportunities, enabling children to gain first-hand knowledge of Manipur's history, cultural legacy, wildlife and natural environment. Manipuri Literary and Cultural Forum, Tripura, in collaboration with the Takhel Leima Tengbanglub, will organize the Manipuri Cultural Fest 2026 on July 26 at the Sukanta Auditorium in Agartala. The event will also feature presentations of various annual awards. According to a press release, the Babure Taramani Memorial National Award will be conferred upon a noted writer R.K. Musuksana, while the Pukrambam Ibeaima Devi Ningshingmana, donated by Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy Director Pukrambam Bilash, will be presented to Tripura's Natsankirtan artist R.K. Bharmajit. Additionally, renowned Kunung Ishai singer Guru K.H. Vijaya Lakshmi will receive the MLCF Tripura Lifetime Achievement Award, and promising a young Manipuri dancer Kumanthim Enima will be honored with the Krishnam Bangabir Memorial Young Talent Award. The Takhel Ratna Award will be conferred posthumously upon the late R.K. Kamaljit. And now the sports news. The semi-final lineup for the FIFA World Cup 2026 has been officially locked in following 2 grueling quarter-final matches, with powerhouse nations England and Argentina booking their spots in the final 4 after dramatic extra-time victories. In the early morning clash at Miami Stadium, England overcame a stubborn Norway side with the hard-fought by 2-1 win. Norway initially drew first blood in the 36th minute through Andreas Stjerklerup, but England dominated the overall proceedings, commanding superior ball possessions, precise passing and more shots on target. Real Madrid star Jude Bellingham ultimately turned the tide for the Three Lions, netting a magnificent brace during extra time to break the 1-1 regulation stalemate and punch England's ticket to the next round. Meanwhile, at the Kansas Stadium, Argentina clinched the semi-final spot by defeating a resilient Switzerland 3-1 in another high-stakes encounter that required an additional 30 minutes of play. Alexis Max Allister opened the scoring early for the Albiceleste in the 10th minute, but Switzerland fought back to find a 67-minute equalizer through Dan Njord. Tied at 1-1 at the end of normal time, Argentina found their clinical edge in the extra period, with Julian Alvarez scoring the 112th minute and Lautaro Martinez sealing the victory in the 121st minute. With the field now narrowed down to the final four, France will face Spain on July 15 at 12:30 a.m. midnight, followed by a legendary high-stakes rivalry renewed on July 16 at 12:30 a.m. midnight, when England and Argentina clash at the Atlanta Stadium for a coveted spot in the World Cup final. AKSDO Kangabok and Thao Thangmeiban have booked their spots in the grand finale of the inaugural MNCA Women's Under-19 T20 Cricket Trophy 2025-26, organized by Manipur Cricket Association MNCA. The summit clash is scheduled to take place on July 14 at Luang Pokpa Cricket Ground, Luang Sangbam. Thao Thangmeiban secured the final berth yesterday after commanding 6-wicket victory over Force Khetrigao in the second semi-final match played at Luang Pokpa Cricket Ground. Opting to bat first, Force Khetrigao struggled to find momentum against a disciplined bowling attack, managing to score 63 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. In reply, Thao Thangmeiban chased down the target comfortably, reaching 64 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 17 overs, sealing a comprehensive 6-wicket win. Thao's Wangkem Ngandi was named the player of the match for her stellar bowling performance, returning figures of 2 wickets for just 4 overs. In yoga, the trial selection for 3rd Manipur Yogasanas Championship 2026 and 38th National Yogasanas Championship 2026 will take place on August 8 and 9 at the Wahingbam Lekai Community Hall in Imphal. According to a press release issued by Manipur Yoga Society Secretary KSH Gopendra, the trials will feature 3 major categories including yoga sport, traditional, rhythmic single pair and artistic pair. Athletes who are selected from the state championship will represent Manipur at the 38th National Yogasana Championship 2026, which is scheduled to run from October 1st to 4th. The last date for the submission of the entry form for the state-level Yogasana Championship is July 31st. Anyone who requires further details can obtain them directly from the office of the Manipur Yoga Society, which is located at Thangal Bazaar. And now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lamphal, Manipur recorded a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was recorded at 23 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 100% in the morning and 87% in the evening today. As per report, Manipur received 48 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Bias security personnel must be held accountable irrespective of political affiliations to prevent future problems, says RPI National Secretary Maheshwar Thongnaujam. Kokomi alleges proxy war after 6 Meitei houses torched again near Leimakong Army Camp. FNCC urges strict action against perpetrators. And the National People's Women's Front says torching of 6 Meitei houses at Kanto Sabal cannot be ignored. Calls incident a major security failure. Well, that's all we have in this afternoon bulletin. Thanks for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, have a great evening.